Hello my loves! I am bringing you an irminia eggsac video tonight. Now before we begin, I wanted to address a viewer by the name of Carrie Ann, I believe. Carrie Ann Tuff. She had asked a few questions on one of my videos. She asked how many spiders I have, or pardon me, how many tarantulas, because I didn't count my true spiders. Today in my racks I have 464 plus this eggsac and a few others, so no telling, but bigger spiders, 464. And she also asked if I've ever been bitten. I've been bitten by all kinds of things, but I've only been bitten by one tarantula. Let's get down to business. This male and female were given to me by Skip Bates and Frankie Cato. This was a breeding loan, and so the offspring does belong to them. However, I was just excited to reproduce irminia again because I love them and it's always exciting every time. I'm going to battle the angry mother now. Obviously, I have a few goals. One is to take the egg sac away from her, hopefully without upsetting her too terribly, because if I do, she might just gobble it down. So I'm just wedging the cork out of the way. Oh, that's giant. I'm going to attempt to kind of distract her while I rob her nest. You can see she's awfully skinny right now because she has not been eating. If you feed a female when she has an egg sac, sometimes it will evoke a feeding response and they will eat their egg sac, because in the wild they don't eat during that time. At least I wouldn't assume they do, because often when they get into a feeding frenzy, sometimes that's when they do eat the egg sac. So I do not feed my females while they are guarding a sac. Of course, I don't leave the sac with them usually the entire time, so I will water and feed her nice and heavy. She can be all refreshed and rejuvenated. Don't worry, I'm not spraying her. Don't call PETA. So looking at this egg sac, it looks beautiful, giant, and fluffy. It feels nice and loose, which is always a good sign, because when they're densely packed, that usually means that the mom has not been rolling it effectively, and usually it's a sign that your eggs are no good. This egg sac is 18 days old. People ask, do you have to take the egg sac from the mother? Don't you think she would do a better job than you would? Well, believe it or not, things die in the wild. And so what I try to do is provide the optimum circumstances for each and every little one to live. You can actually preserve all of the eggs that are alive and well by separating them each just the teensiest bit. I will remove any dead eggs and artificially incubate the rest so they can grow and develop, which is, I have found a small paintbrush to be the best tool for moving these eggs, because you can pop them, at which point they will die. They're all separated out, nice and beautiful. Mom's been fed up. I'm gonna put the lid on my incubation chamber. I had one bad egg and one ruptured egg. I don't usually do that, but might have happened in the jostle. Putting my lid on, and this whole chamber will go in my incubator, and we will keep you guys posted. I'm a little bit surprised not to see the nymph stage yet, at least eggs with legs by the 18th day, but varying temperatures, it is wintertime, it may be slightly cooler in here than it would be at other times of the year. That can retard development slightly, you never know. Some of them do look a little bit white and misty, which in my experience has indicated embryonic development. That doesn't mean they will live, because a lot you know, sometimes they fail to thrive. You never know why, for sure. Since they weren't at the nymph stage yet of eggs with legs, I will make sure and give you all an update here in a few days to let you know how they are doing. Hopefully we'll have good news. Hi dears, it's been a few days. I am just pulling this Eggsack from the incubator. These are the Irminia slings that belong to Frankie Cato and Skip Bates of Skip's Tarantula Depot on Facebook. Just as I suspected. These little ones are turning into the grub stage where they become what people in the hobby called eggs with legs. This is the first nymph stage after just the egg, and after this they will molt into their first instar stage before very long at all. So this is pretty exciting. You can see a majority of them have begun hatching out into the eggs with legs, which means that's probably going to be a viable animal. Sometimes you'll have one or two that fail to thrive from there on, but overall, good. Congratulations to Frankie and Skip. I hope you enjoy all your new Irminia, and I'll see you guys soon.